Well, another week of the NFL season is done, and what a wacky, crazy, unpredictable week it was. I guess that's why they say any given Sunday, that's why they play the game and all that other crap. So anyways, let's take a look back at the week that was, week 10 of the 2021 NFL season. It all kicked off on Thursday night, which should have been a sign of some bizarro things to come. The Dolphins, who had sucked hind tit and dick all year, came out and their defense just swarmed all over Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore Ravens. They ended up upsetting Baltimore relatively comfortably, frankly, 22-10. The Cowboys on Sunday came out after that loss to the Broncos the previous week. They rebounded in a big way, beating the brakes off the Atlanta Falcons 43-3. The Titans had a nice lead in the fourth, but the Saints came storming back. The Saints are marching back in until they didn't convert for two. So the Titans are able to hold off that late Saints fourth quarter rally. They win 23-21. The Colts got to where I thought they would eventually get to this season because of the softness in the later part of their schedule. They're back to 500 now with a 23-17 victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars. The New England Patriots, watch out, they're 6-4. Yikes. They made life hell absolutely brutal for the Cleveland Browns. They beat that ass 45-7. Like, we had people talking about the Browns being a Super Bowl team, and they certainly seemed like they were positioned to take a step forward maybe this year. And then the season actually happened, and it's the frickin' Patriots at 6-4, and they beat the shit out them jokers, man. The Bills, of course, being frustrating. You know, you lose to the Jags 9-6, but you come back, you jump all over the Jets early, you blow it open in the third, and you win very comfortably 45-17. And of course, the Lions' first non-loss of the year is going to be a tie in Pittsburgh against the Big Ben-less Pittsburgh Steelers. Good Lord Almighty. Why couldn't the Lions just win that game? They deserve to win. They deserve to win here, not a damn tie. Lions and Steelers tied 16-16. Washington gets some small modicum of revenge from last year's wildcard playoff loss against the Brady-led Buccaneers. They had a good day against Brady. They won 29-19. Cam is back in Carolina. Thankfully for the Panthers, Sam Darnold was nowhere to be had, and that was good for them. They capitalized on a depleted Cardinals team without Kyler Murray and so forth, and they won very handily, very comfortably, 34-10, and it's kumbaya for the Carolina Panthers right now. The Vikings defense made it a less than stellar day for Justin Herbert, gave him some problems. Kirk Cousins went for over almost 300 yards passing. Minnesota gets a nice road win on their resume, 27-20 over the Chargers. If the QB doesn't care, why would the Broncos? I mean, what else could I say about it? Eagles went into Denver and they won relatively comfortably, 30-13. How the hell did the Broncos go 1 week from smashing the Cowboys to the next week they're getting smashed by the Eagles? Just weird, wacky shit. Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers were back in the lineups for their respective teams in Lambeau on Sunday, but it didn't really matter because the Packers' defense was the story of the game. Russ never turned the burners on, let alone cook. The Green Bay Packers blanked the Seattle Seahawks 17-0. The Chiefs' offense, we've been waiting to see if they were ever going to come back to life. Well, Mahomes threw for over 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. They certainly did on Sunday night. They wiped out the Raiders pretty convincingly in prime time, 41-14, and now you have to start to wonder, are they coming back? Could it be? We shall see. And in a bit of a surprise on Monday night, the 49ers jumped all over the Rams early, continued to build up that lead, and 1 point in time in the fourth quarter, they're up 31-7. They easily got past the Rams 31-10, and for a team that you're talking about being a Super Bowl contender, the Rams have a couple of ugly losses this season, that's for sure. In terms of the winners and losers for week number 10, I'm going to start with the New England Patriots. They've got a rookie quarterback, and they're 6-4. They're right in the mix. They're not only in the mix for the wild card, they're in the mix for the damn division. This might be one of Bill Belichick's best coaching jobs ever. The Minnesota Vikings, road win against the Chargers. They wanted to keep any faint playoff hopes alive. At this point in time in the season, they needed that win on Sunday, and they got it, so hats off to them. The Kansas City Chiefs, they really needed that win. They got one up on the Las Vegas Raiders, got the offense back in a rhythm. Mahomes looked more like the Mahomes of old. Watch out AFC if they're starting to find themselves. In terms of the losers for the week, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously, losing Big Ben due to the positive COVID test didn't help, but you still tied the damn Lions, the winless-ass Lions, at freaking home. That's just pathetic. The Rams losing on Monday night the way they did. I mean, not only did they lose, they got smashed. That just can't happen if you're trying to be a Super Bowl contending team. And then I look at Teddy Bridgewater, and I say, Even Cam Newton's disappointed by that effort. That was terrible. Like, he flat out made a business decision of, I'm not going to bother with that shit. I referenced it a moment ago. If the quarterback doesn't give a shit, if the quarterback isn't willing to sell out to win, why the hell would the rest of the team want to do so? Like, that was horrendous. That made him look really, really bad on Sunday. That was really, really disappointing. In terms of some of the game balls for week number 10, at quarterback, you got to go with Mahomes. 406 yards passing and 5 touchdowns is the best Mahomes has looked all season. And when you look at the Chiefs, all of a sudden they're what now, 6-4? They're still there. You still got to take them seriously. And the road to the Super Bowl in the AFC still ultimately goes through Kansas City. In terms of running backs, it wasn't a banner day for backs by any stretch of the imagination, but Ramondre Stevenson of the Patriots had 20 carries for 100 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, helping be a big part of the Patriots blowing the brakes off of the Cleveland Browns, 45-7. I still can't get over that, 45-7. Good fucking Lord. Stephon Diggs had a monster day to some degree for the Bills, 8 catches, 162 yards, and a touchdown as the Bills stomped all over the Jets. In terms of defensive performances, you got to go with the Green Bay Packers. I know Russ had been out for a little while, but still Russell Wilson, and they held the Seahawks scoreless. Got a couple of interceptions. Like, when I look at this Packers team, Rodgers doesn't look quite the same. Like, let's be clear. And their offense is nearly not as dynamic as it has been in some years past. But there's also a piece of, is this Packers team a little more dangerous because they're a little bit better defensively and they're a little bit better running the football and they're a little bit more balanced and complete? They may very well be. And the defensive performance like they had on Sunday points to, like, don't sleep on this Packers team just yet. And then in terms of coaches, I got to go with Bill Belichick. What, they won 4 in a row now? You've got a rookie quarterback and you're 6-4, showing that you can absolutely win now with a rookie quarterback. You absolutely can. And I didn't sit him. They started him from day one, and they're reaping the benefits of it right now. Beyond a doubt, Mac Jones has been by far the best of the rookie quarterbacks that have started this year. And while he hasn't been spectacular, he's been good, he's been solid. He's not a bust. He doesn't look like a bust. What his true high-end ceiling potential is will be determined in the months and years to come. But right now, New England looks like they've got the long-term answer to some degree at the quarterback position, and they're 6-4, and watch out for a team coached by Bill Belichick. And when you talk about coaching jobs and quality of coaching jobs, like, he's got to be in the mix right now as a Coach of the Year candidate. He might not be the favorite. He might not even be top 3, but maybe he should be. He's doing a hell of a job there, man. And then in terms of 2-minute drill, I'll go back to that Thursday night game and leave it to me to shit all over the Miami Dolphins, even though they won that game. And it was a nice performance by them, sure. But what the fuck are they doing with their quarterback position? Tua's hurt, so he can't play, so you start Jacoby Brissett. But then when Jacoby gets hurt in the game, you bring in Tua. When Brissett wants to go in, you tell him, you ask him off and say, no, we're going to go with Tua. If Tua was healthy enough to play later on in the game, why in the fuck didn't he start? I'm sorry, that makes no goddamn sense whatsoever. If he was so injured that he couldn't play to start the game, and it's just the whole thing, like, you look at what happened in Miami. That win against the Ravens was probably the worst thing that could have happened to him on Thursday night because it was able to hide some of the spotlight on where it should be shined, which is on the horrendous-ass job that Brian Flores and General Manager Chris Greer have done. Like, they have horribly botched the situation on a variety of different levels. Like, you will be teaching classes in the future about this is how you don't handle the quarterback position. It's been an absolute, complete, total abortion. Tua's going to be a bust, not even because of anything that he did or didn't do, even though he has trouble staying healthy. That's for fucking sure, a big shock there. But these assholes took the wrong goddamn quarterback, then didn't do nearly enough to help him in terms of supporting cast, and every time they turn around, they look for ways to undercut the fucking guy. Nobody's going to succeed in that environment. I don't care how talented you are or are not. I feel really bad for Tua, because that was clown school shit that we saw on Thursday night. If Tua could play at any point in time, then he needed to be the fucking starter. Saying that, we weren't sure, maybe Jacoby Brissett gave us the best chance to win the game. 1, if you're in that spot, that's not a good thing. Number 2, this organization ultimately tied their wagon to Tua. You gotta fucking ride with Tua, you dumbasses. And Miami has only one option this offseason, and that is to send Brian Flores and Chris Greer fucking packing. There is no justification for what they've done. It's a joke. It's a farce, and they deserve all the criticism they get.